back to the channel. This video we are looking at the NFL Prizepicks plays for Thursday night's game between the Ravens and the Chiefs. I posted the DraftKings and FanDuel breakdown a few days ago. You can check that out if you will be playing that showdown slate. This one we're looking at some Prizepicks plays. So I am in Pennsylvania. Prizepicks is not available here yet. So these picks will be playing over on Sportsbooks. Prizepicks, they put out some sort of new game on Pennsylvania, so that's why I got this like free $5 entry here, but I can't actually submit anything, any real money in Pennsylvania, so I just got this weird game out. But let's get started with some picks. There's a free square for Caleb Williams for Sunday slate, but we're looking at the Thursday night one. As always, join the videos. Appreciate it if you hit the like button, subscribe if you get some value out of it, and then as always, check the links in the description. First pick that we are looking at here is taking over pass plus rush yards on Lamar Jackson. So his prop, pass plus rush, is 273.5. He's a guy that can rip off big runs. We know that this year, at least he's starting the year with a pretty healthy receiving core, with Zay Flowers there. Andrews missed a bunch of the end of last season. He's back. It's a Q tag, but he should play. He's been practicing. And then see if Bateman's able to step up a little bit this year, but then they also brought in a nice big running back for Derrick Henry to take some load off of Lamar, but he's still going to be running. The Chiefs have a decent defense. He's been familiar with this team. They faced off. They got eliminated in the championship game against them. He did 326 pass plus rush. Had a couple costly turnovers near the end, but I'm taking him to get you 273 in what is a 46.5 point total. You should see good weather in this one. It's been going to be in the 80s in Arrowhead, so I feel like both teams should be able to move the ball and have some success, and both have pretty explosive offenses. So we're taking Lamar over. We're also going to be taking Mark Andrews over, so he's going to be most likely the number one weapon most weeks for Lamar, and we'll see if Flowers emerges and takes some of that away from Andrews, but he's a guy that made his return in the playoff game against the Chiefs, but it wasn't 100%, most likely still kind of gave it a go. He hadn't played since November before that, and coming into this one healthy, got a pretty good training camp and everything, so I think Andrews to get you 50 yards in an opener is one that I'm going to be liking, especially because besides Zay Flowers, there's not any other huge weapon. Bateman gets some, Aguilar will get some work, but Andrews and Flowers, they should dominate the targets, and I think Andrews usually is always a good security blanket for Lamar. Next up, we're taking another over receiving yards. Give me Xavier Worthy. So this first week, it's going to be without Marquise Brown. See if he's back for week 2 or 3. But that means Xavier Worthy, and until the NFL hands some sort of punishment down to Rice, which probably won't be for a couple months. So those guys are going to get a lot of the work. They got rid of like Tony, some guys that haven't been producing for them, and they made it an emphasis this offseason to get Patrick Mahomes, some speed guys, so Worthy fits that bill. He had a huge combine coming out of Texas. We saw Mahomes hook up with him in the preseason for a couple nice games, for some nice yards and a couple long completions. And at 46.5, this could just be one play, a short pass that he takes a long distance, or it could be a one big, deep downfield throw that he catches. So I like him more than the receptions, which is like 3.5. So I think 46.5 guys that could get it done with 1 or 2 catches makes me feel a little bit better about taking that prop for Xavier Worthy. Next up, I think field goals made. You got 2 of the best kickers in the NFL with Harrison Butker and Justin Tucker going at it. At home, I'm taking the Chiefs kicker. They're a favorite in this one. They're expected to score a few more points. Not that Tucker can't get you 2 field goals. I think both are good candidates, but give me Butker, Mahomes, and that offense. They're always going to be moving the ball. And Butker's a guy that he was super accurate last season. I think he only missed 2 kicks. Week 1 against Ravens, they might be a spot where it should be a close game. I think they're going to look to take the points a lot of times when they're in the opponents inside their 40-yard line. So 2 kicks for Butker, 2 field goals made I like. And then those are my 4 picks, and then a couple of Green Goblins if you wanted to add a couple of extra picks to this would be Mahomes is most likely going to get you 220 pass yards in this one. He's got good weapons this year, and especially when Marquise Brown is there. Kelsey doesn't have to do everything. Kind of had a little bit of a down year last year. And then they still have good running backs. They brought in Pirine a couple days ago. He can catch some passes as well if needed. But 220 for Mahomes. Very, very easy to do for him. And then over rush yards, Pacheco to get you 45.5, 46 yards. Another one that I really like. It's about 23 yards each half. He's been awesome for them. He's going to be handling almost all the carries, get a couple of breaks here and there, but besides him, Pirine will catch some passes, and then they still have. But he is been put on injured reserve recently, so Pacheco should even get more of the work on the ground, especially since Pirine is coming over just a couple days ago. It's probably not that familiar, but he might get a couple carries. But those are my picks I'm liking for Thursday's game. First four if you really like them. If you want to add a couple of Green Goblins, I think Mahomes and Pacheco's lines for Green Goblins look really good. But Lamar over 273.5 pass plus rush yards. Andrews get you 50 receiving yards. Worthy to get you 47 receiving yards. And Butker to make 2 field goals is what I have. Best of luck if you are using these picks. And I will see you all next time.